What's going on YouTube? My name's Black Sonic and today I want to talk about Call of Duty Ghosts and PS4. Now basically someone from Sony, a CEO called Jim Ryan from Sony, has come out and said this. He was in an interview with Edge, I think that's a magazine or a website, one of them. But basically he said that Microsoft getting the Call of Duty DLC first isn't the end of the world for customers and for Sony. Like, it doesn't really matter. Sony has a good relationship with Activision, as shown by their up-and-coming partnership with Disney. I'm not sure about this. I think they've got some sort of game coming out together. I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I don't know. I'm not really into Disney. I'm not really into Disney games and Disney products. But basically, he's saying that DLC first for Call of Duty games shouldn't sway your decision on whether you buy a PS4 or an Xbox One. For me, this is a kind of yes and no. It really depends who you are. If you're like me and you make YouTube videos, or if you're just like me in general who loves to get things first, then you're probably going to need to buy an Xbox One or keep your Xbox 360, because the next, I think it's this Call of Duty and the next Call of Duty are staying on 360 and PS3. That's not confirmed, but they did say, Microsoft said they were going to support the 360 for the next, I can't remember how long it was, but it was like 4 or 5 years, and so did PS3, so did Sony, sorry. They said they were going to support the PS3 for a good 5 years or so, something like that, maybe 3 years, something like that. But basically, the next maybe 1, maybe 2 Call of Duties will be supported on all 4 consoles, I should say, or 5 if you include Wii U. And again, it depends on what type of person you are, to whether you buy Call of Duty to whether you buy a PS4 or Xbox One. If you play Call of Duty and that's all you play, if you like me, I don't play anything on my 360. I have an Xbox 360. I have quite a few games. I've got Battlefield 4. I'll jump on that occasionally. I've got Grand Theft Auto. I'm planning on getting Grand Theft Auto 5. I'll jump on that occasionally, but I won't be going full whack at it. I am a Call of Duty player, and that might annoy some people, but it's what I like to do. I like to play Call of Duty. I like to play League of Legends when I'm not playing Call of Duty, but that's a PC game, so that's irrelevant. But I got a nice little merciless there, by the way, and I always die pretty much as soon as I get it. In the next 1 or 2 kills after getting a merciless, I will always die. No idea why, it's just something that happens. But where was I? Again, I am a Call of Duty player, and it's pretty much exclusively what I play. Now, that may change. There are a few things I do like the look of, like Titanfall and Destiny and even Killzone. I think that looks quite good, but I've heard some quite bad things about it, like the previous Killzone, so I'm not sure if I'll go too far into that. But there are a lot of games and a lot of exclusives I like the look of, but I can only see them being played occasionally. I can't imagine them sort of taking over my Call of Duty time, because I love playing Call of Duty. I'm not particularly amazing at it, but I love playing it, and I play it all the time. Obviously, sometimes I rage at it and I hate it. This is an awful place to put a sentry gun, by the way. It got me 0 kills, so don't put it there if you get a sentry gun. But basically, it depends what type of person you are. If you make YouTube videos, or if you just love getting DLC first, then again, you will need an Xbox One or keep your 360. But if you're a casual gamer and you don't particularly care and you play all sorts of games, then I would suggest more the PS3 or the PS4, go that route, because it's the better console, to be honest. It's cheaper, and it just depends if you like the controller. That's another thing, or if you like the exclusives as well, because I didn't particularly like most of the PS4 exclusives. They didn't look very good to me, but it's just the type of gamer I am, because I don't know, I'm just wired that way. I like the look of the Xbox One exclusives better, but I will be getting both consoles anyway, so it's irrelevant, because I'll be buying games for both. But again, if you're a casual gamer, then it doesn't really matter to you. You should just get whichever your friends are getting, because if your friends have the console, then you can have fun with them, and everything will be a lot better. But that's the end of the video, guys. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and please leave a comment and let me know what you think. Let me know which which console you're going to be getting, basically, and if the DLC first actually waves your decision, because there's a lot of things. There's obviously dedicated servers and things like that for the Xbox One, but let me know if the DLC first sways your decision on whether you get an Xbox One or a PS4.